What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 return a chance. Today's November 27, 2023. We're not going to do a quick market watch, but first and foremost, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Hope you guys ate turkey, a lot of ham, or whatever you guys do for Thanksgiving. I did both the ham and the turkey because only a few people at my household like to eat turkey, and most of them are fans of ham, but I love turkey, so I went and did both. But yeah, hopefully you guys had a great weekend, had a good amount of sales going on for Black Friday / Cyber Monday. It used to be like separate days, but now they do like a whole weekend out of it, so hopefully you guys cop some good sales. So now we're going to get started on a couple of the cards I want to take a look at. Most of these we already talked about on our past few market watches, but I wanted to just review them because they have been going up, and some of these you might want to keep your eye on. So we're going to be starting off with Wanted, Seeker of Sinful Spoils. So this is one of those cards that's used as the engine. It's basically being used in Rescue Ace, but a lot of other decks have been incorporating this engine to their builds too. 50 listings on the market, and it looks like we have it at $70. It was pushing down a little bit, back to like the $60 range, but it looks like it's starting to continue to push back up to the $70 price point that it was at its highest price point once before. So $74.95, and then that's basically $74.99 as well. So it is pushing up back to the $75 price point. Let me know how you guys feel about Wanted, Seeker of Sinful Spoils down below. Do you guys think this card will continue to head up in price? We do have Fire Kings coming out. I think they have a level 1 Fire Monster that you could use this engine for. I might be mistaken about that. Correct me if I'm wrong down below, but I think they might be looking to incorporate this engine into their builds. Fire Kings, I think, come out in sometime in December. So yeah, just be aware of that. We have Super Star Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis, another card from Age of Overlord. This is an ultra rare, and I have been talking about this card a lot because I think it's a really good card, and it's going to be ran in every deck, kind of like how Zeus was, except this one's a little bit easier to make than Zeus, because all your opponent has to do is special summon twice in the turn before or that turn to be able to bring this out. It has 53 listings on the market right now, and it is starting to push up. I think last time we took a look at it, it was under $20-ish, but now it's bouncing back up. It did get hyped up for a little bit on release, and it hit like a high price point of like $23, $25. But right now we have it at $22, $22, $22.49, $22.50, $22.88, $22.88, and $22.95. So if you guys haven't picked up your copies of Superstar Slayer Typhon Sky Crisis, I think it's still a good time to pick it up. I really strongly feel like this card might hit like the $30 to $40 price point later on. This card is probably not going to get a reprint until next year's tins, which is like a whole year from now. So yeah, this card I feel is going to hit a $30, $40 price point within a couple months. But yeah, let me know down below how you guys feel about it. We have Cashier Fenrir also heading back up. We have the Ultimate Rare being the highest rarity. Then we have Ultra Rare, the original one. I feel like the Secret Rare is the higher rarity, but people sometimes say that the original printing is always the highest rarity of the card. Go figure. I still don't get that, but we have the Secret Rare from the 25th century tins. 21st anniversary tins. 47 listings. We have it at 2050, 2080, 2063, 2064, 2070, and 2097. So it's back up to that $20 price point. And I could see why everyone's running this card. I don't think it's going to get hit. If it does get hit, I think maybe it might go to 2. But I don't see it getting hit since it's not, well, it is kind of overpowered. But we'll see what happens. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Fenrir. The Ultra Rare is 52 listings, and we have it at $19.95, $20, $21.98, $22, and $21.02. So kind of at the same price point, $20. Then we have the Ultimate Rares, which are actually kind of going lower on listings. 18 listings for this one, and we are at $45.22, $47.99, $43.32. I do have a copy of these. If you guys are interested, it's at $49.99. Hopefully it does hit that $50 price point. $50, $48.30, and $58.94. So let me know how you guys feel about Fenrir. How high do you see it going up to? Or is it one of those cards that's just hyped up and we should probably stay away from because of the banless fears? Let me know down below. Cashier Rice Heart, another Cashier that is being teched and Vanquish Souls. You only play one copy of these. in the Vanquish Soul build. I think well, I mean, how many copies do you run in the Cashier build? Maybe two now, since they lost a Rice Heart. Maybe you play two of these now. For people who are still playing Cashier, let me know down below how many of these you play. But I know in Vanquish Soul you only play one of these, and Vanquish Soul cards are heading up in price. We took a look at those cards a couple days ago on our past market watch. So maybe this is one of those cards that is going up because of that. But it was hitting a low price point of like $5-ish. Right now we have it at 31 listings, and we have listings at $864, $850, $899, heading up to the $10 price point, $941, $950, and $10. So it is heading up there in price. This is the highest I've seen this card at. I remember this card was like a $2 card, $3 card way back then. But since it only has one printing available, I could see why it's heading up in price. A lot of the other Cashier stuff has reprints from the 25th anniversary tint, so this is one of those Cashiers that isn't really that accessible. Arius the Labyrinth Butler. This one I actually thought that it was gonna go down in price, but it actually ended up going up in price. So Arius the Labyrinth Butler only has one printing from Age of Overlord. All of the other Labyrinth stuff has reprints available, except for Big Welcome Labyrinth, which we'll get to right now. But Arius the Labyrinth Butler, I think, is being seen as a 2 of maybe in the deck, or a 3 of. Let me know down below how many you guys play of this. I think my brother brought this down to like 1 copy, but it is one of those labyrinths that's not as accessible as others. So it is starting to bounce up. They were hitting a low price point of like $11-ish. I think I saw some even under the $10 price point at one point. But right now we have 48 listings, and they're starting to push up to the $14.99, $14.30, $15.40, $15.45, and $16.30. So heading up to the $16 price point. Let me know how you guys feel about Arius the Labyrinth Butler down below. I still feel this card is only supposed to be used as a 1 of in a deck. I could be wrong. I don't play Labyrinth, but my brother plays Labyrinth, and I don't really see him using it that often. So I think maybe this is just hype for Labyrinth pushing it up. So it might come down later on in price, but I could be wrong about that. I was already wrong about it going lower in price, and it actually ended up going higher in price. So I'm already wrong about that. So let me know down below what you guys feel, how you guys feel about it. Big Welcome Labyrinth. This is a 3 of in the Labyrinth build, because it lets you special summon a Labyrinth monster from the deck, or is it graveyard 2 or hand or something like that? Let's take a look at the Ultra Rare from Photon Hypernova. Special summon 1 Labyrinth monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So yeah, let's do special summon from hand, deck, or graveyard. And this is a 3 of. It was a card that was around like the $3 to $4 price point. But once the other Labyrinth stuff got reprinted, this card started to shoot up, and it's now starting to go past its like highest price point. We have it right now at 22 listings. We have it $24.99, $25.99, $26.99, $27.99, $27.69, and $27.99. $28 on the first page. And we do have sales around the $25 price point. We have a lot of sales. We have $25, $30. Someone paid $40 a copy for a playset. That's like a $120 playset. That's crazy. They are selling around that high price point. I probably should have kept mine. I had like 12, 15 copies of these that I bought. And I ended up selling them for like around $17, $18-ish, which is still a profit because I got them for like $3 to $4. But still, I should have probably held on to them. But yeah, they are heading up even higher in price. Let's take a look at the Ultimate Rares. It might be more worth it to buy the Ultimate Rares rather than the Ultra Rare, since these will probably go down less. But 16 listings on the market. We have the Ultra Rares at $45, $48.99, $49.99, $50.95, $50.01, $54.10. So yeah, these are starting to head up too. I think I saw these at a low price point of like 30-ish earlier in the week, but yeah, those had disappeared off the market. Now they're above the $40 price point. See, we have like sales here at 39, 38, 34, 39. Yeah, these are heading up now. So yeah, let me know down below how you guys feel about Big Welcome Labyrinth. Should we pick these up? Well, I mean, if you're a Labyrinth player, you are going to need to pick 3 of these up. But I don't see Labyrinth too much in the format right now. I mean, that could change because we did just have Centurions come out. And we have Fire King's coming out pretty soon as well, so maybe the meta could change. I do see a couple Labyrinth builds top every now and then, but not as much as I expected. Expect them to, like, be like meta or anything. I think they're more like a tier 2 deck, but we'll see what happens when the meta shifts in a couple weeks. Despian Lulu Lilith. This card used to be around like $10-ish, $11-ish, 41 listings on the market now, and we have this basically doubling in price: 2001, 2108, 2088, 2124, 2299, 2299, and 2299. So there might be like two reasons that I know of why this card might be going up. One of those reasons being Centurions, because this is a level 12, so Centurions could go into this. But the other reason is the popularity of Dogmatica Maximus coming back into the game. Those are also going up in price. We took a look at those a couple weeks back. But yeah, this is one of those cards you could dump off Maximus, and it gets a graveyard effect. So it says during the end phase, if this card is in graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can special summon one light spellcaster monster from your hand or deck whose attack equals its own defense. So yeah, it lets you get a special summon. That special summon could be... What are some light spellcaster monsters? Let me know down below. But yeah, that's one of the reasons this card might be going up as well. Let me know down below if you guys have any other reasons why Despian Lulu Lilith is going up in price. I would probably stay away from this or sell it if you do have some copies of these somewhere. It's $22. Do I see it going up even further? I don't think so. I could be wrong about that, but I would sell. I think it's at its highest price point that it's going to reach. Sky Striker Ace Azalea was going down in price because of the release of SP Little Knight, but right now we see it kind of rebounding back up, and I think that's because of the new announcement of the Sky Striker support. So we had it at like $12-ish, $11-ish. Now we have 89 listings on market, and we have listings starting at $12.99, $13.75, $13.89, $13.99, and $13.99. So they are starting to head back up a little bit. I don't think it'll reach a too high of a price point, because I think mostly like Sky Striker builds are gonna run this and not like other builds. Other builds could just run SP Little Knight, but this is like a budget, kind of like a budget SP Little Knight in a way too. So I could be wrong, but I think more people will lean towards SP Little Knight rather than Azalea. So I think it's just one of those cards that's going up because of Sky Strikers, but we'll see what happens. Let me know down below if you guys see Sky Striker Ace Azalea going up or coming back down. Sword Soul Yi. So last on our past market watch, we talked about Sword Soul Emergence going up in price, but today we're going to be taking a look at Sword Soul Yi. Sword Soul Yi looks like it is going up. It was hitting a low price point of like $4 to $5, and right now we have it at $6.45. That's basically like $6.99 with shipping, $7.99 with shipping, $7.31, $8.49, $8.89, and $8.90. So slowly going up to the $9 to $10 price point, and no major walls on the first page. So yeah, it could potentially reach a $10 price point pretty soon for the Magnificent Maven's reprint. The secret rares we have at, let's see, it might be worth it to just go for the secret rares if they're kind of the same price. 60 listings, we have them starting at $825, $933, $863, $973, $973, $999, and $999 with shipping. So if you guys are planning to pick up the Sword Soul deck, like I said last week, or on our past market watch, Sword Soul is one of those decks that could sneak up on you, and pretty easy to pick up, pretty easy to learn for a new player. So you might run into this at a locals or a region or something. But in my opinion, it would be more worth it to buy the secret rares rather than the ultra rares, since they're almost at the same price. These are like $9. These are heading up to the $8 price point. So I would say go for the original secret rare since it's the highest rarity and it'll hold more value. Salamence Great Pyro Phoenix. So this one was getting hyped up because of the fire support coming out, Fire Kings or whatever. And we have a new fire link monster in Phantom Nightmare that I think it locks you into like fires or something. But this is a link for fire monster that you could go into in the deck. I would just rather go for the other fire level Link 4 Fire Monster. I forgot what the name of it was. It's Whale something. But this one is one of those other techs that people are picking up right now. We have them. Let's see. We had these around like $2 to $3 because they got hyped up because of Salamander rates, but now we have them going up even further. 22 listings on the market, and we have our first listing at 4 plus 2, that's 6, $6.99, $6.25, $6.99, $7.99, $8, $8.41, $8.48, and $8.50. You can't really maximize this card's potential unless you're playing it in like a dedicated Salamine grade deck. If this card is link summoned using Salamine grade Pyro Phoenix as material, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. You can only use each of the following effects of Salamine grade Pyro Phoenix once per turn. You can target one link monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon to your opponent's field. If a link monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one of those monsters and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. So it's, I don't know. I don't really like it as a Link 4 monster. I guess because it is a fire monster and you do get locked into like fires, and I think the Fire King strategy is the one that this is going to be using. That's why they're using it, but I feel like there's better options. But yeah, it is at a high price point. If I were you guys, if you guys have these somewhere in bulk, because they were like around $1 or $2 at one point. Yeah, they were like $1 or $2 at one point. I would get rid of them since this is the highest I've seen them at. If you're playing a hold, let me know down below your reasons why. But yeah, it is heading up in price. Garuro Wings of Resonant Life, I noticed, was up in price for its ultra rare from Power of the Elements. This is the original printing. 75 listings on the market, it says. We have this, let's see, at $6, $7, $6.18, $6.30, $6.49, $7.49, and $7.50. I think this is still a good pickup since Garuro is one of those super poly targets that everyone will probably be using for like a long time until like Super Poly gets banned or something. So at $6, I think it's still a good pickup. I could see this card potentially becoming like a $15 card again. Prismatic Seeker Rares, we have these at 72 listings, $6.49, $5.50, $6.75, $6.93, $6.99, and $6.99. So they're starting to head up to the $7 price point. I picked these up around $10, so I'm not going to sell anytime soon. But I feel like they could go up to like the $15 price point unless they get like another reprint sometime in the future. But until Super Poly gets banned or something, these will stay relevant in the format. Last card on today's Market Watch is Abyss Shark. So a lot of fire support is being released. Has been released. We had the new Salamander stuff. We had the Volcanic stuff. We have Fire King stuff coming out. We have a new Fire Link monster coming out in Phantom Nightmare. Maybe once more water support. I'm not sure if water support is going to be released next year, but maybe it might. This card might be a good card to pick up because it's a really good card in water decks. It's like an extender. If this card is used for an Exceed summon of a number monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or 4 monster. If all monsters you control are water, minimum 1, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, add one level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand, except Abyss Shark. For the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon monsters except water monsters. So it has that restriction, but a lot of water decks have that water restriction. But yeah, I think it's a good pickup because it's a really good extender. It already started going up in price. It is from a crappy set from Legendary Duels from the Deep. I think the best card from that set was, I think it was Droplet. Let's take a look at it. I think it was Droplet. So we had a Ghost Rare, I know, from that set, but it's like $13. Yeah, it was Droplet at that time. But yeah, it might be one of those cards you want to look at. Right now we have it at 39 listings, $5.21, $6, $7.45, $6.50, $7.79, $7.99, and $8. So yeah, just keep your eye out on this card because if we do get some more water supports sometime in the future, I feel like this card could shoot up in price. It only has one printing, and it's from a crappy set that no one's really opening. So if you guys do plan on playing like some water deck in the future, pick these up before they go up even higher. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch, though. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return to Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.